Hey Akim, nice to have you here. Welcome to Aleph. Well, more than welcome. You're having here since the beginning.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Thanks for inviting me. We love Aleph. We love Crecimiento. We love being a part of Crecimiento. And like in any day, you can just see us working here until 11 p.m. If you come to the office. We always here.
Yes, you are always here
Yeah.
working, iterating the product. And you want to tell us a little bit more about what Bondi is building or your vision for the future?
Yeah. So what we do is we tokenize publicly traded emerging market corporate bonds. So these are basically tradable bonds are tradable debt, and we focus on these bonds of huge corporations like YPF, Pampa Energia, Turkish Airlines, those kind of bonds. And what we envision for Bondi is, first of all, there's a $2.5 trillion market for these bonds currently. We first want to carry these on chain because tokenization makes bond trading and securities that much better. It's just a leap forward for securities. In the future, we want to be the flag bearers of tokenization, because the market cap of tokenized real assets is expected to reach $30 trillion, and we want to lead the charge. Yeah.
You want to lead the revolution on the bonds. Why did you choose to work on bonds?
Yeah.
You have a lot of assets,
Yeah.
but you choose bonds from emerging markets.
Yeah. So, I mean, first of all, I'm Turkish. I'm from an emerging market too. And with my co-founder Alexo, we were doing asset management when we were in Turkey. And we dealt with a lot of corporate bonds in Turkey because blue chip companies would pay dollar yields of above 10%. So they were very lucrative assets. But what we saw, we also did asset management on DeFi as well. What we saw is that these are very good assets, but the traditional market structures are just antiquated. It would take days to fill an order. You would have to do over-the-counter deals. You would have to call your broker via phone. We just thought like the markets aren't fitting our time, basically. And we were always very curious about tokenization, and we knew its potential. And we decided, okay, we know these bonds. We've handled these bonds a lot. Why not take them on chain and have let everyone enjoy the benefits of tokenized bonds? Basically.
Exactly, that's the point.
Yeah.
And now you are from Turkey,
Yeah.
from an emerging country, but you are in Argentina, another emerging country.
Yeah.
And why are you here? You have hundreds of countries around the world, but you are here.
Yeah.
Can you
First of
tell
all,
a little bit about that story?
yeah, I'm very glad to be here. I love Argentina. So actually, originally we were supposed to be digital nomads, but like we never got to do the nomad part because we came to Argentina and just stayed here. We never left. The reason why we came to Argentina first was we knew that there was a very strong Web3 and crypto community here, and also it's a bit technical, but like the corporate bond market in Argentina is also kind of peculiar and it has its own characteristics. It's very developed compared to economies of its size. And we just thought this could be a good place to build Bondi. And well, it has paid off immensely. So we're very happy to be building Bondi here. Yeah.
And you came here, you saw the market that is different on corporate bonds.
Yeah.
And also the crypto ecosystem. That's why you decided to stay here. But there's something else you saw in the ecosystem here that attracted you and made you stay. I mean, that's a big decision. There are two big factors that you name, but there's something else.
I mean, of course, Crecimiento basically gathers all of those together. It's like it's Aleph, right? It's a point with all the other points in the space, right? So
Yes.
all that strong Web3 community in Argentina is it just unites in Crecimiento. I mean, this is an incredible place. So definitely, like, I'm not saying this just to shield Crecimiento. Crecimiento has had a huge impact on us. Like that's why we love being part of it. That's why we want to contribute to it as much as possible, because it's a real society that's trying to build actual stuff. And Argentina has real use cases of crypto, real use cases, real adoption. So the projects that tend to come out of Argentina, they tend to be addressing actual real life issues. So because also we're kind of on the more serious side of crypto, I don't want to call the other side others unserious, but I mean a bit more on the boring side, right?
Yes.
Well, we never felt foreigners like foreigners here. It's been great. The projects, the people, everything.
Yeah, you don't get to be Argentinian by born, but you can choose to be Argentinian. That's something that we always say.
Yeah.
And so you're welcome here.
El argentino nace donde quiere. I always say that.
I love it. Something that I would love to hear you tell us. It's about the process Bondi got here. How was Bondi before I left in August? How is Bondi developed since then until this time, right?
Bondi was just an idea before I left, before the first I left. Like we had been doing, of course, we had been just building our structures, doing our market research, but actually building the software, building all necessary relationships to actually be able to tokenize bonds happened after, or it started during LF, but it all happened after LF. And last month we finally released our product, and we're successfully now tokenizing our first bond. So like it started with the first LF in August, and like it's been a parallel journey. Basically, Bondi was born born in LF, and it grew with Crecimiento. So yeah, it's been a hectic 7-8 months. We're still very early, we're extremely early. We're still taking our baby steps, but we're confident we're gonna tokenize billions of dollars in bonds. That's our vision for Bondi, tens of billions of dollars. So we're still very early, but yeah, our journey almost began with Crecimiento.
We love to hear that, and
Yeah.
I would love to hear from you about in the first steps. Now you launch your first product, your first bond, and also about investors. Have you met investors here in LF?
Well, many investors, yeah. So as I said, we tokenized our first bond. Now actually we're raising our pre-seed round.
Right.
And our goal after that is to okay, very sorry. Okay.
Puedo volver a hacer la pregunta y se corta.
Okay.
I love to hear that, and now I would love to ask you two questions.
Yeah.
First of all, you launched your first product, your first one.
Yeah.
How was it? How was the impact that it had on the community? And later, if you can tell us about the investor you have met, any investor here in LF, what impact that it had on you?
So definitely launching the first bond. So what we do is we first pool user funds to purchase the bonds in traditional markets. So it was kind of a stress, like we're just a new protocol, and when you just launch it took a lot of personal business development to get that funding phase to be filled. So it was definitely a tough journey, but in the end we made it. Well, on the investor side, I mean, practically most of the VCs we met we either met them here in Crecimiento, or it was just they were mostly a point of contact from someone we knew from Crecimiento. So like there's too many to count, right?
Yes.
So all kinds of investors, from the largest VCs in the crypto space to smaller, to angels. So yeah, like too many to count, basically.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And last question I would love to ask you, and I would love to ask a lot of questions, but we don't have much time. So about the first product, was it easy to catch the first users?
It's tough because crypto natives aren't really used to fixed income or just buying corporate bonds, and TradFi investors tend to be shying away from, like, when you hear a project is a crypto project, they tend to shy away. So we converted a lot of TradFi investors who we managed assets of when we were in Turkey, and also who were willing to purchase fixed income products, bonds. So it's been very like very direct. It's a very hands-on approach. So I'd say it's split 50-50 between crypto natives and TradFi investors. But I guess we still want to convert retails who are deploying their money funds on lending protocols or other like some synthetic stablecoin products and get wrecked by volatile yields. Basically, we want to introduce that stability to the retail as well, so that they can just purchase a bond and enjoy the fixed income that comes from it for 3, 4, 5 years as much as they want, instead of having to reallocate their funds across protocols on DeFi, you know.
Yes.
And also have exposure to an uncorrelated asset class. So, for example, in the recent, like the market crash recently, multiple times.
Yes.
And our bond, like our bond token offerings, our bonds price have been pumping. It moves in the while paying yields, fixed yields. When the crypto market crashes or all stocks market crash as well, while our bonds price was raising at the same time. So
It's amazing.
yeah, bonds are an integral part of a portfolio. They allow you to just balance out the volatility on your portfolio and have some secure fixed income. So we really believe there's a huge role that they can play in the crypto space. Yeah,
If you wish to have a great portfolio, you need to diversify
exactly.
and to have fixed income, which is not correlated to your other assets.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
key. So Bondi has a great future for anyone who wants to have a great diversified portfolio, right?
Exactly. Both on chain and both in TradFi.
Well, congrats, and I
Thanks.
hope to see you around here a lot of time for a long time.
Yeah.
And success.
Thanks, man. Great talking to you.